Welcome to Authentic English Podcast, your weekly show where education meets recreation. Here's your host with 20 years plus of teaching experience, Marcia Pike.
Happy New Year! Welcome to Authentic English Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it. I don't think I've ever been so excited about the new year like I am this year. This new project has definitely given 2018 a special meaning to me. So thank you so much for being a part of this. It means a world to me. Isn't it awesome that I'm launching my podcast and video podcast on a Monday, January 1st? What are the odds? It is a sign. I don't believe in coincidences, so I just love it. I don't know about you, but for me, everything starts on a Monday or on January 1st, whichever one comes first. It all depends though, because in 2015, January 1st was actually on a Friday. Now tell me, who starts their New Year's resolutions on a Friday? So in 2015, my new year and resolutions started on a Monday, January 4th. I think you got a clear picture why I'm so in love with the idea of launching my podcast and video podcast on a Monday, January 1st, right? Seriously, who goes on a diet on a Saturday night, starts a new workout on a Sunday morning, or takes up a new English class in mid-December? Definitely not me. Come on, I'm sure most of you, or at least some of you, are like me, right? So tell me, how did you ring in the new year? Are you familiar with the idiom to ring in the new year? It means to celebrate the beginning of the new year at midnight on December 31st. Well, no matter how you rang in the new year, I hope you had an amazing time full of happy, positive thoughts and vibes for 2018. For those of you who went out partying and drinking last night and are hungover, I'm so glad you made it. Well, let me introduce myself. I'm Marcia Pike, and I'm an English teacher. As of this year, I'll have been teaching English for 21 years. I can't believe it's been that long. You know what? I'm going to stop counting. From now on, let's say that I've been teaching English for 15 years, give or take. Let me tell you how I came up with the idea of the show. As I live in a big, hectic city, I am always on the go. I spend around 3 to 4 hours throughout the whole day driving to my one-to-one classes, which, believe me, can be very stressful. As I spend so many hours commuting, I make the most of my time learning something new by listening to podcasts such as TED Talks, TED Radio Hour, Super Soul Sunday, The School of Greatness. There are so many amazing podcasts out there. You should definitely check them out. Well, one day, a student of mine texted me asking me for help. I guess I was feeling really goofy that day, so instead of texting back, I decided to record a voice message pretending I was hosting my own English podcast. I listened to it later on, and I actually thought it was pretty fun. That was in June, but it was only in September that the idea actually sank in. I just thought to myself, why not have a podcast that can help people learn English while they're on the go? As we all have busy, hectic lifestyles and schedules, why not make the most of your time learning English during your commute, going to school, hitting the treadmill at the gym, walking your dog, or cooking? That is a great way to use your time wisely. The next step was coming up with a name for the show. I just wanted the perfect name, and I came up with Authentic English Podcast. I just knew it was the perfect name as it resonates with this exact moment in my life. Having a podcast that will help people learn real authentic English and trying to be the most authentic person I could ever be. Well, this is me, the most authentic and vulnerable I've ever been. I've never been tech savvy or been into posting and sharing about myself on social media, and here I am. If someone had told me a year ago that I'd be hosting my own podcast and video podcast, I would never have believed them. Not in a million years. Brené Brown, a famous researcher and the best-selling author of The Gifts of Imperfection, said that the word courage comes from the Latin word cur, which means heart. The original definition of courage when it came to the English language was to tell the story of who you are with your whole heart. Because it really does take a lot of courage to tell the story of who you are with your whole heart. Well, here I am having the courage of my life, leaning into discomfort and being the most vulnerable I've ever been. I'll link Brené Brown's TED Talk in the show notes below. I love Brené Brown. I'm sure you'll love her too. I'm super thrilled about the show. I'm launching with 2 episodes today. This one, an about episode, and another one about New Year's resolutions. Authentic English Podcast will be a weekly show in which an episode will be aired every Monday so that you can kickstart your week in a positive way. Have I told you that everything starts on a Monday? Well, you can either listen to me on Authentic English Podcast or watch me on my video podcast, or both. As a launch gift, I'm going to give you 2 months of free extra material. After listening and or watching each episode, go to Authentic English Podcast to get a transcript with a glossary of the words that you might have difficulty with, an exercise, and a recording of the exercise so that you can practice what was covered in each episode and go that extra mile. Let me give you some tips on how to best take advantage of the free material. Listen and or watch each episode as many times needed. After having understood everything, or mostly everything, listen to the episode again and follow along with a transcript. Do not, I'll repeat, do not read the transcript before listening or watching each episode. And do not follow along with a transcript while listening to the episode for the first time. I hope you got the point. Do not. You might think it's helpful. I'm not going to lie to you, but you will not. Notice how I'm emphasizing all the nots. You will not improve your listening skills. Trust me. If you read the transcript beforehand or follow along with a transcript while listening to the episode for the first time, you might end up thinking that you were able to understand better, but that's because you've read the transcript, not because you've listened to the episode. Afterwards, do the written exercise to practice what you've learned. For further listening practice, listen to the recording of the exercise. Keep in mind that practice makes perfect, so practice, practice, practice. Okay, launch gift number 2. I bet you didn't see that coming, huh? For those of you who subscribe to Authentic English Podcast, I'll give away 4 one-hour Skype classes, 1 every Friday in January. So there will be a live giveaway on January 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th. All you've got to do is go to AuthenticEnglishPodcast.com, subscribe, fill in the form to be eligible for the live giveaway, and keep your fingers crossed. I hope we can meet in one of these free Skype classes. Well, I truly hope you love Authentic English Podcast as much as I've loved planning each and every single step of the way. Please tune in to episode 1 right now to learn more about how to plan and achieve your New Year's resolutions. Talk to you in a sec.
Great having you with us today. Keep on with Marcia on social media. Head over to AuthenticEnglishPodcast.com to practice what you've just learned. And subscribe, rate, and review. Take care.